Okay, and we're back. Huzzah. Anyways, sorry, I'm peeling my third orange. I think, yeah, third orange. So, hear me out. So I may have downloaded another game, Dating Sim. That's a creepypasta dating sim, but to be fair, I really like the art style, so this is why I picked it. It's not. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. And you can agree with me on this. They look cool. By the way, wanted to mention also, all these games I've been playing are on itch.io. So you really should support these people who are making these games, because they are really fun. So, like, all these games, just look them up on itch.io and play them for yourselves, because they're really fun. Like, I feel like I'm playing, like, those old cool math games, but as you can clearly see, different. Anyways, let's get into it. English. Play. You're dead tired. Fast asleep on the only ride into your house. Oh boy, I'm ready. You're dead tired, fast asleep on the only ride that takes you back to your house. You can feel someone approaching. They brush against the bridge you forgot to make. Oh, they brush against the badge you forgot to take off a few moments ago. You don't want to look at them. You only hear their mocking laughs and definitely making fun of your name. Right, what was my name? Megan. Huh. I didn't remember that was my name. And that's exactly what they were yelling and laughing about. You keep your eyes closed, pretending to be asleep so you can hear everything they say. Think carefully about your choices. Sorry, I had to burp. Oh, there it is. Okay. Think carefully about your choices. Every one of them has a consequence. Some just lower affection, others get you killed. Affection starts at 0. A neutral feeling. It's your problem if you manage to make them hate you or love you. My titties! See, this is why I like this one better, because it has more visuals. Hand-drawn visuals. You arrived exhausted at your old house near the forest. You live so far away that you're the last one to get off. That you're the last one to get off the bus. Megan, finally, I can sit down. And today's was a bad day, like always. Customers with ridiculous questions and stupid requests. That manager who thinks she owns the company, I can't stand her. I don't like the life I'm living right now, but it's not like I have the strength to do anything else. Man, oh man, would I wish for a murderer to come and kidnap me and take me away. I have ideas, hopes, dreams, but yeah, I don't even think about reaching them. I can barely make it to the weekend. I only think about sleep and forgetting everything for a while. Yep, but I can't even do that right. If I had someone with me, I feel like things would be different. Someone who understands me, supports me, makes me feel alive. I have no one. Everyone else is just an acquaintance. Is my eyes getting fuzzy or... You stand still, staring into nothing, unable to stop the suffocating burn that quickly grows on your chest. You're then unable to hold it anymore, you start crying. Aww. Simple things used to make me so happy, and I never even noticed. I had everything, and now it's just me trying to survive a life that I didn't even choose. I don't even have time for those tiny moments of happiness anymore. You fall back into your bed from how exhausted you are. Everything starts to blur. I just went to sleep. I never wake up again. Why are my eyelashes that big? Jesus Christ. No wonder why I'm crying so much. Those things are probably stabbing my eyeball. You close your eyes and feel everything around you slowly fade away. At last, you fall into a deep sleep. Your sleep is heavy. You start dreaming that maybe when you wake up, you'll get a chance to die. Jesus Christ, you'll get the chance to die or start over. Jesus Christ me. And suddenly, you wake up hearing strange noises that seem to be coming towards you. You're getting closer. It's hard to open your eyes, but you try anyways. Maybe it's nothing, but it's better to stay alert. Open! Finally managed to open your eyes and realize the sound of footsteps is real. What the fuck am I looking at? Let me just save. So you slowly sit up on your bed and stay completely silent. Trying to hear better. You hear laughter and voices talking to each other as they walk through your cabin. You hear drawers being opened. Yo, man, damn, this cabin's basically empty. Who the fuck is going through my shit? Just trash and old chip bags. And you hear footsteps heading straight towards you. Terrible timing to not have a door, you think. You're still sitting on your bed, not moving, but they keep getting closer, so... You gently place your right foot on the floor. The moment you try to stand up, a loud creak echoes. Shit. Oh, what the fuck? They've been shooting me. Who gave them a Glock? What the fuck? Bam! A shot is fired in your direction, leaving your door curtain with a hole in it. Without thinking, you squeeze your eyes shut. You know you're exhausted. And your feet are already hurt, but it doesn't matter. You decide to run for the exit. The problem is that there's no houses nearby to ask for help. Running towards them would mean crossing an open shooting field. So you choose to run towards the near forest. It's not a good idea, but it's the only one you have. You run as fast as you can, hearing them chase you, and fire shots behind you. Jesus Christ! Stop shooting, you fucking bitch! You feel a bullet graze your left arm, but you keep running without stopping. At some point you feel like you lost them, so you stop and take a moment to catch your breath. You realize there's no path anymore, just trees. And more trees. There's only uphill to the left, or downhill to the right. Where do I go? Let's go. I'm right-handed, so right. I think going to the right is fine. If I were him, I'd be searching uphill. But I remember seeing something over there. Down where the water flows, there should be more people. Maybe I can find help, I think. Do you want to continue? Yes. I'm really tired. I can't take the pain of my feet anymore, and then I die. I hope I run into someone good. I have the worst luck. Maybe I should pray. Just pray already. That so-called God has never helped me at all, but this time I seriously need a miracle. Wow, grass. You lower your gaze to the ground and watch where you step. How it would be tragic if, after everything, you just died by stepping wrong. You keep walking down the mountain. You start feeling dizzy from the sheer exhaustion. Working since dawn. Not scary. Carrying your stuff around and dealing with unbearable old people is exhausting. And you had the chase for your life on top of that. Clearly your body is on the verge of collapsing. Then you fall. Your body reached its limit. I hope no one finds me like this. I hope the morning comes. When I wake up, I could get out of here and ask for some help. It would be so pathetic to die without even getting to see my opponent. Your mind starts to fade. Between dreams, you can hear footsteps getting closer, until you suddenly feel an unbearable pain in your head. Someone is pulling your hair. Ow, bitch. Take me to dinner first. Oh, a body. A body? They're pretty merciful with her. I don't see any blood or bones. You did such a sloppy job. You hear a mocking male voice. He pulls your hair like you're a rag doll, till he finally stops moving you, and you feel a sharp pain in your head. Wow, I think she died alone. She killed herself? Haha, how stupid. You know, that voice doesn't belong to a guy from the cabin. But it doesn't feel like it belongs to a good person either. A normal person would be worried if they found a body in the middle of the forest. A body in the middle of the forest. Maybe you can get help. Help! Ask for help. Well, he's... He's the only person you've run into out here besides the killer from the cabin. Maybe he's not that bad, or maybe he's the only chance you have to get help. Wait, I'm not dead. You managed to open your eyes, and the hit made you react. Oh! See what I mean? Gorgeous. That's a Jeff the Killer I can be okay with. That's a Jeff the Killer I can be okay with this man. Not the little face. He has a nose. At least he has a nose. He just looks silly. He just looks silly and I love him. When you caught his attention, he looked at you upside down and smiled in a horrific way. Horrifying way. And that's when you realize you screwed up once again. The guy crouched in front of you and he didn't look human at all. He has no nose. That looks like a nose to me. They're shading. They're shading for that nose. No eyelids, and his mouth is carved all the way to his cheeks, forming a permanent smile. Why do I always manage to find you? Why do I find you, Jeff? Jeff, I found you last time. Can I find someone else, please? No human could survive something like that. And still see, right? Besides, you had never seen someone so pale. Not even a corpse. I knew it! He didn't have to talk. Are you stupid or what? You could have lived a little longer. Your eyes were closed and your breathing was shallow. You could have gone unnoticed, but no. You just had to get my attention. And then you feel something climb onto your body. Something is beside one of your legs and between them. His knee. Oh, okay. Jeff. One of his hands slammed down next to your face. He can support himself. He keeps staring at you with the same way, without blinking, wearing a huge smile. Somehow, you manage to connect your last two brain cells. Hey, he looks like the famous Jeff the Killer, a well-known creepypasta from the internet, you think? Which means this is not going down well at all. Unable to defend yourself, or even react in time, his large pale hand lunges towards you. You don't even see the movement. His hand is around your neck. At first, with a light grip, his fingers begin to move, exploring a small part of you, your neck. He slowly tightens his grip. He knows exactly where to press, so you don't get a chance to breathe. Haha. Well, thanks for your incredible stupidity. I got to admire that beautiful face. My beautiful face. You should thank whoever left you here. And obviously me. Me above all, actually. You'll get a gift of seeing the lovely face before you fall asleep. The pressure of his hand increases, and his smile grows wider. His eyes stare at you with pure malice. You feel each of his fingers touching you strategically, playing you like an instrument. His fingers press harder against your vital spots on your neck. Meanwhile, he's staying on top of you, watching your eyes, mocking your terror, your mouth desperately trying to breathe. Obviously, you're going to die. So is this how it ends? At least I have to try. Hey, sorry! Everything becomes a blur, and heat rushes through your body. Maybe this adrenaline's kicking again. What? Kiss him on the lips and confuse him. It always works. Trust me. Kiss him on the lips. Make out with him sloppy style and then run. Maybe it's the adrenaline kicking in. You reached the point where there was no longer pressure on your neck. Only desperation of not being able to breathe. Before you close your eyes, you have to at least try once. With, the only breath you have left, whether it's adrenaline or some divine gift, you manage to say a few words. Please, I don't want to die. I'm not a threat. I just got lost. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have entered the forest, but I was just running away from someone who broke into my house. They tried to kill me. I thought it would be easier to run in here and lose him between the trees. So let me go. I promise I won't come back. Oh! You look at him. He doesn't seem convinced. Maybe he didn't even understand. I promise I won't come back. I won't tell anyone. If someone's here in the forest, I swear I won't say anything. Oh, you really are stupid. Why would I care about your stupidity, your stupid, shitty story? How boring. You're a waste of time. Same as all those idiots. Look on the bright side. I'm handsome, right? I might get good at it. Okay, fine. Okay, his cold starts to fade in your chest and begins to spread in your body. Maybe it's the adrenaline running through your body. Danger. You stop feeling the pain of his hand squeezing your neck. There's no time to think. What are you gonna do? Thanks to adrenaline, you only got one shot. Without thinking, you raise your hand straight to his arm. You start struggling and push harder, using way more strength than you ever thought you had. He realized what you were trying to do, and he gets furious, and despite still smiling, he clenches his teeth hard. It clearly doesn't look so pleased anymore. You see he's about to stand up and ready to choke you with his hand he was using to support himself. In a split second, you manage to breathe. At the same time, you sit up and place your hands on his chest, shove him away. Without thinking, you scream as you shut your eyes tight, both out of anger and because you don't want to see what he will do to you next. Beautiful. You're not even beautiful, not cute, not handsome, not even remotely attractive. You look like you crawled out of a bad horror story. Stop touching me with those cold fuzzy hands. Yeah! You managed to stand up while yelling, your hands clenched into fists, and you started to shake. You don't know if it's fear or rage at being in this situation. For a moment, your few remaining brain cells finally clicked. You just yelled at a murderer. Suddenly you opened your eyes, expecting the worst. You're already thinking about apologizing. Damn, boy, I love you. Take me away. You open your eyes, expecting a knife buried in your stomach, or face, but nothing happens. That's not what happens. You see your attacker standing in front of you, clearly furious, but also confused. Of I'm beautiful, you just have terrible taste. Shh, he doesn't know. I've got tons of girls in love with me. What would you know? You don't even brush your hair. You look like a smelly hobo. Freeze. You were expecting anything except a tantrum. By God. See, now this is something I can relate to. You look away, puffing his. You look away. You look. Not look away. You look. You don't look. You watch him look away, puffing his cheeks and crossing his arms. You can't believe it, but he's kinda cute, you think. Well, sorry. Without letting you finish, he starts talking. Well, since you admit I am beautiful, but you don't do the same. You don't do the same thing and keep talking before he can finish. You don't have all the same in the world. You don't have all the time in the world to listen to him brag about his looks. Yeah. Sorry for entering the Forbidden Forest without permission. I didn't know there are people living in here. You notice his pop become more oblivious now. One of his feet starts tapping, but this time he doesn't interrupt you. I know it sounds stupid, but someone broke into my cabin and it's small and near the forest. It's not easy to ask for help. My closest neighbor is farther. Itchy ear, hang on. Is farther away than this forest, and I thought coming here would help me lose him. At least you're admitting you're stupid and don't think before acting. I thought there was nothing dumber than the green hat dwarf or the bootlicker with ticks. But wow, Jesus Christ. But wow, you exist. But wow, you exist. It's obvious someone as dumb as you can appreciate me. You already been in love. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. Obviously, someone as dumb as you couldn't appreciate me. If you were normal, you'd already be in love with any other girl. Be in love like any other girl. Since you admit your stupidity, I'll let you go because I'm awesome and I feel like it. Just don't tell anyone. Besides, with that attitude, I doubt you'll still be alive by dawn. Did I just survive Jeff the Killer? Of course I did. He looked at me and he saw the autism creature. He looked at me. He looks at you with a bit of contempt. Or at least you think so. You see him rub his neck like it's bothering him. Stare at the ground with a pout again. Go uphill, don't go any lower. You see him point upwards to where the mountain keeps rising. I'm pointing it out because you're dumb and probably can't tell which way's up. Don't make too much noise if you want. If you hear something, hide. If you seem pretty good at going unnoticed. Last part sounds like sarcasm. You'll know you're on the right path when you start seeing stupid little drawings of a faceless guy with stick legs or a circle with an X. If you listen to me and actually think for once that yelling at someone with a weapon isn't a good idea. Actually listen for once. That yelling at someone with a weapon isn't actually a good idea. You'll reach a crappy mansion. Knock and tell him you're a hobo from a cabin in the forest entrance. He likes adopting things like you. Ah, yes, I'm gonna become a proxy. I see. Am I gonna find my husband Tiki Toby? My old childhood crush. No, I forgot. No, my favorite one was one that nobody had ever heard of called Radio Face. He was like the one that no one had ever heard about. This time you let him finish watching him itchy. This time you let him finish watching him switch pouts and shuffle his feet more. You don't know why he's helping you. Or at least you pray that it's not a trap. Whatever. I don't care. If you listen or not, do whatever you want. Rude hobo. Thank you, Jeff. When you say his name, he looks back at you, no longer pouting. You think you messed up, but instead his eyes shine. It's weird seeing them shine when you can't even blink. Yeah, just stay away from the noise. Watch where you step. Don't think I didn't see... Don't think I didn't see you fall. You're being very loud, really loud. He looks up at you and down at you again. He looks you up and down again and laughs and lets out a sigh and then walks away. How you probably would survive 10 minutes. You watch him walk away until he disappears into the trees and fog. No idea what that was if you could process that happened before. This was even worse. Is Jeff real? Faces, drawings, and the stick legs. Slenderman is real? You Slenderman is real! You scream without thinking and immediately realize you cover your mouth. But you hear something nearby fall. Pure instincts kick in and you start running. You immediately remember his words and slow down, walking more carefully. After everything you went through, all you can do is keep walking in the direction he gave you. You walk with your eyes fixed on the grass, weighted down by the exhaustion. You don't know if what he said was true or not, but at least you are not in danger. You just want all of this to end. Keep walking and walking, even though it hasn't been that long. As much as when you first entered the forest, it is already feeling like too much. Once again, your body can't take it anymore and you collapse. You start dreaming that you're home, eating chips while staring at your phone, a small screen. It was only a moment of the day when you could truly relax. Suddenly in your dream you hear someone walking nearby on tall grass. You think it's just a part of your dream, until footsteps get closer. Now you start feeling something isn't right. Someone's near you again. You even hear male voices close to your face. Ben was right. Ben was right. That dead weight took off at dawn. Someone's gonna kill us. And this time we can't even blame Toby since he was there since the three of us were there. Toby? Well, where is he? Well, no choice. She's passed out. We can drag her. Yeah, or carry her too. Thanks to the weird voices, you managed to wake up from that deep sleep. Two people taking. Oh my god, am I gonna meet Ben and Toby? It sounds like two people talking about Slenderman. Ben and Toby? Slenderman real? Please, don't sacrifice me. I've heard about the people who think they're real and try to summon them. He exists when others probably do too. I still don't want to die. You don't know what to do. You're weak and exhausted. You're too weak and exhausted to try to run. There's no other option except your fate. The only thing you can do now is slowly open your eyes. Try to see the faces of the people who are about to take you. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Don't look at me like that. Masky, go away. You're not supposed to look at me like that. Stop looking at me like that. What the fuck? That one's really weird. I don't like it. I don't like him. Hello. Hi, Poingies. So, I'm actually alive. I'll go back to sleep. Ha, shoo. You open your eyes to see two people, wearing white and, to see two people. One is wearing a white mask, while the other is a hoodie. They're staring down at you with anger, or at least what you see in one of their eyes. Oh look, the thing woke up. Excuse me, I am not a thing. I am a she. Don't misgender me, you bitch. As if it wasn't enough that she made our lives harder, now she passed out in the middle of the forest. Now she's passed out in the middle of the forest. I'm sick of carrying useless people. If I take her, I'm dragging her. I'll carry her, it's fine. Who are you people? I won't let you take me anywhere. On top of everything, she thinks she gets to say. Calm down, Mesky. She's not going to do anything. Look, look at her. She's injured and can't even walk. Well, you. Bitch, how do you know my name? How you know my name? Well, you, Megan, we won't hurt you unless you resist. See? We know your name. That means you can trust us, right? Trust you? Who are you? How do you know my name? Please stop talking. Please stop talking to her already. Just knock her out and let her sleep a bit longer. She loves passing out so much. Let her pass out again. Alright. No. What do you mean, alright? Just let go of me. I haven't done anything wrong. As close as the... What? So I died. Okay, so let's go... We went right, so let's go left. I guess I'll go uphill, put more distance between me and him. Even if it's looking for me. Even if he's looking for me. It'll push me deeper into the forest, so I should be safe until morning. Or at least I think so. Do you want to continue? Yeah. I mean, I died last time. Decided to climb the hill to the left, to go to the left. You run a lot, so you're walking now. Praying, you don't make any noise. At one point, you lower your gaze, climbing barefoot. Climbing barefoot is exhausting. You look down and notice the flowers and plants everywhere. In another situation, it would be beautiful right now. It scares you. First work, now this. Wish I could die, but not like this. I want to wake up from this nightmare. Start to feel a little dizzy. Ooh. I'm getting really tired. I'm already exhausted. Now I feel like I could pass out any second. You keep walking so slow and steady, watching the ground so you don't fall. Who do I run into? But Jesus! You hear laughter. It's faint, but you can make it out. Right when you know you don't have much energy left, they don't sound very close, but you stay away. Who the hell's laughing in the middle of the night? You whisper to yourself. Is it him? Is he looking for me? This scares the hell out of me. And worst part, I don't have strength to keep running. I'm done. What if I follow it and face him? Confront that bitch. Follow the laughter. You decide to follow the laughter and confront the thief. Maybe if you face him, you can take his weapon and defend yourself. Or maybe you just wanted to stand your ground and let whatever happens, happens because you're sick to death of all this. So you start walking towards where you think the laughter's coming from. Between the tree. Can you finish already? Thank you. But you pass between the tree after tree until you notice an opening ahead where it seems to be more light. You walk towards it angrily, frowning, clenching your fist. As your breathing quickens until you step wrong and drop your gaze down. Your gaze to the ground, swaying to keep it from falling. Candy! Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. With every step, you start noticing candy scattered across the ground. What the hell? Candy? This is seriously disturbing. What kind of psycho leaves candy on the ground like a trail expecting someone dumb enough to follow it? Oh my god. Is this some sick joke? Just thinking about it scares me. Even the fear you follow the candy, you don't really have a choice. You keep finding more and more candy thrown around with no apparent reason. Till you realize there's no more candy. You look up and you're standing in a clearing with children's playground equipment. Oh, wow. What the hell is a playground doing in the middle of the forest? And it just keeps getting worse. What kind of lunatic lures its victims with candy to a playground? You can't hear laughter anymore until you notice there's no one around. Maybe I imagined the laughter. I'm so tired I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore. I don't really know why I followed it. But it's a relief to think it was my exhaustion. My exhausted mind messing with me. What the fuck was that? You don't know if it was your head or if it was in your head or real, but a sudden and intense cold runs through your body. Intense cold runs through your body. You start it's starting at your feet, crawling up to your head and the rest of your limbs. Your breathing speeds up and until you forget how to pull air into your lungs. You're paralyzed with fear and you forgot how to breathe. Nothing in your body works. Trying to give it a command, but you can't even move your tongue anymore. Your eyes don't blink. You're on the verge of crying. Whatever was on that playground a few seconds ago is gone now. Try to calm yourself and breathe. Guess who am I? Is it you? Laughing Jack. Oh my god. Unable to dodge anything, you feel anything right behind you. It vanishes from your sight and it vanishes from your sight. You couldn't hear footsteps anymore. Just faint sound of leaves falling. It's impossible. How did it get to you so fast? I know. The metallic blood on its hands. If you can even call them hands. The smell of metal floods your nose. If you could barely breathe before, now it forces you to inhale all that blood dripping from its claws. Your body still won't respond. You want to scream, you want to run, at least you want to turn around. You keep in mind, and deep in your mind, you admit it was real. You stay frozen, shut your eyes, and waiting for the worst. You feel something cold digging into your back. Wait for a second. You feel claws slowly touching your fingers as if gently caressing them, carefully sliding down until they reach your palm. Obviously, it's on purpose. Every touch fills you with terror, but it enjoys how you're trembling with every slow stroke. Your eyes close. With your eyes closed, you don't know what's coming next. Your fear is oblivious, yet you refuse to open them. You're afraid to look at the thing. Hey, open your eyes. Or would you rather I open them for you? You can only feel the claws grab at your wrists. No warning, no gentle touch. They squeeze both your wrists as hard as it hurts. You're yanked forward and slammed violently against a massive tree. The impact forces you to choke and scream. A sharp pain shoots out of you through your back, and you instinctively open your eyes. Damn, bitch! Your wrists are still tight and held. Damn, bitch, take me to dinner first. Your wrists are still tightly held, its huge hand gripping you roughly without care. Squeezes so hard it feels like your bones might snap, shaking you against the tree again and again just to get your attention. It makes you feel like you're nothing more than a toy. Like a small rag doll at its mercy. You feel skins crawl over you. And crawl over every part of your body. Your heart pounds wildly, and you don't even know you're still breathing. This is as far as beyond anything you can imagine. Then you look forward to see its face. Hello, sailor! You freeze completely at the sight. Definitely not human, you think. Sharp teeth, like blades, pale skin, no human. Boop! No human looks like this. He looks like a silly clown and I love him. Well, what a cute little treat we have here. I've never seen you before. I was about to get mad at you, but hey, you're not one of those idiots who only know how to annoy me. I could tell right away you weren't one of them the moment I saw you shaking like a soaked little puppy. You were absolutely terrified just seconds ago. This thing was standing in a pool of blood. Not to mention it's over 2 meters tall, its skin unnaturally pale, its arms way too long. Its cone-shaped nose, it's way too close to yours. That tickle, you can feel it tickle your nose and cheek. You pause, staring at it for a moment. Strangely, something about it feels familiar. You don't know. Sorry. Something on my lip. Something, you don't know what, but from where. But the feeling is there. You're cute. It stares at you like it's analyzing you. And then you sense its grip. So you're not gonna kill me? Careful not to scrape against the tree bark again. It almost feels like handling you gently. It doesn't seem that scary anymore, you think. Just that thought crosses your mind. It flashes a wide grin and drops you. Al, why is it kind one moment and then treats me like trash the next? Oh my, hello, sailor. As you grow up, me looking up at this giant ass man, my cracking my neck to look up at him. Your wrist, and knees. You groan in pain from your wrist and knees. It starts talking again. You're lucky I'm not bored, otherwise you'd already be scattered around the park in little pieces. I love how scared you get. You shake so cutely. So tell me, what's a sweet thing like you doing all alone in the forest? Did you escape from those incompetent idiots? I can imagine plenty of candidates. I can imagine plenty of candidates. I can imagine plenty of candidates, but I can't think of I can't think of who's screwed up who's screwed up that badly. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. I love him. I hold his hand so gently. I'm like, oh my god. You're so silly. Me in my autism creature mode. I'm just standing there on all fours, like, just doing like a yippee, 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 yippee. Although, to be fair, that's never really happened. I don't think they're that stupid. Well, Jeff might be. Loud and annoying and not funny at all. I doubt he'd let you go. I'll give him credit, he's good at what he does. Just not at showering. Yeah, he really didn't care about dropping you. Now that you're not sure if he's talking to you or if he's talking to himself. Oh, but when it comes to looking good, suddenly he uses skincare and everything. Others don't usually mess up either. Ben kills people in their own houses. So dragging someone into the forest would be pointless for him. I don't know what you're talking about. No matter how hard you try to speak or understand him, he doesn't hear you or just ignores you. From what I know, living with the people near the entrance know damn well this place is off limits. You don't look that stupid. It's a forest after all. I don't think you just walk into the forbidden forest at night on your own. Or did you? How adorable, alone and lost because you're dumb. Ha 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 ha! You feel a wave of embarrassment washed over you. Okay, well, you don't have to be that mean, Laughing Jack. I'm sorry. You feel a wave of embarrassment wash over you. You don't know whether to cry or get angry. That's hilarious. Still, I gave you this. You made it this far in One Piece. So far. You swallowed hard and he smiles wider. His pupils sharpening.
Look at you shaking with fear. Cracks me up. You're so stupid and gullible. So cute, though. You really look scared, like a little scared puppy. I'd love to kill you and tear your face apart, but sadly I'm already satisfied. You made me laugh a lot. I'll spare your life. You owe me one. He says the last part. Okay. Yippee, the clown lets me live. Of course he does. We're both autistic. We're both autistic. He says the last part. While quickly and lightly tapping the tip of your nose. He taps my nose and I'm gonna go boop into his. Thank you. I think. Thank you, I suppose. Thank you. You didn't answer me, Candy. Oh, my name's Candy now? Or even if you did that, even if you did something that stupid, there's gotta be a reason. Tell him everything that happens. Well, someone started shooting in my house, and I ran into the forest to escape. I know it was stupid, but I didn't think. My house was a small cabin near the forest. I lived there because it was the cheapest place I could find. I guess now I know why. Unable to stop yourself, you start crying. You don't know why, but you're telling him. He doesn't seem interested in the details. He told me, but he's the one who asked about you. The very least, at the very, at least in a very long time. Even though his expression and attitude don't change, he listens without interrupting. Hard to believe, but somehow you feel better after telling him. I see. How cruel. Behind that smile, its tone softened slightly. Maybe he did listen. You're pretty lucky then. I won't leave you alone in this forest. He won't leave me alone! Yippee! 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 You just told me you were in a cabin. You just told me you're the cabin girl. I'll take you with me, whether you like it or not. You owe me two now. Tentacles was talking about you a few days ago. The thing you were talking steps closer to you, making you shut your eyes again, expecting something bad. And you feel something slowly take your hand, and his nose brushes against yours. Oh! Ah! He yanks you toward. See, now this is a game I like because of the art style, and everyone's so silly, and I love them. And it's not just Jeff the Killer. He yanks you towards it. He yanks you towards it without without giving you a chance to resist. You kneel. You see it kneeling in front of you, both knees on the ground, extending a hand towards you. Come on, Candy. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Besides, he always likes rescuing stray dogs. Anyways. Take my hand. Don't be scared. That's an order. At least today, I won't hurt you. Boop. I hold his hand. I'm like, he's like 10 times bigger than me, and I'm like just standing there. He's like, I'm like a little kid holding someone's hand. I'm like, we're friends now. We're gonna have soft tacos later. As he stands up, you're holding his hand. You're so You let yourself be led. It's not smart, but you do it anyways. You stare at the ground, embarrassed, thinking, why is he helping me? Even though you're not alone, you can't help but stare at the ground as you walk. You're exhausted. On top of that, you're scared and embarrassed. I can't believe I survived all of this. Am I really that lucky? Oh my god, it's a mansion. Wow. After a long walk through the forest, you finally see a huge mansion at the end of the path. You look around and notice papers stuck onto the trees covered in strange drawings. Your fear and doubts start to grow. Are those drawings some kind of warning? Well, there's no other choice anyways. Wow, such a pretty door. You approach the massive mansion. Looks neglected, almost abandoned. Your companion stays behind you, waiting for you to knock on the door. Well, here goes nothing. You slowly step closer to the door, nervous. But just as you were about to knock, you hear voices coming from the inside. No, her thing is probably already dead. Or something. What? No, her thing is probably already dead or something, and that's not my problem anymore. I already did my part. I am not going to get involved again. There is weird stuff in there. Weird stuff? Like what? I'm not going to ask you. I'm not asking. You go back in and tell me where she is. You don't know what's going on, but you notice a kind of green smoke forming at the center of the door. Oh my god, it's like You look at your companion for explanation, but he doesn't seem to pay attention at all. Then from the green smoke, a large green hat slowly comes out, while arguing voices continue to come inside. No, Toby, No, Toby, I'm not a bootlegger like you guys. I've got better things to do, like going somewhere. I don't know why you even care. Oh, come on. You guys went when... Oh, come on. The guys went out a while ago and still haven't come back. I don't want to know what will happen to us if he finds out she's not at home. Oh. Anime boy. Suddenly, someone steps out of the green smoke wearing that same hat. Ben Drum. Yeah, his name's Ben Drum, not Link. What the fuck? And no, screw you, Toby. The little goblin turns and looks at you. Oh, Tick, it looks like you and the other two idiots are screwed. Why would that be? See for yourself. There he is! Me, Five Nights at Freddy's, jumps onto him. Foxy jumps. The boy with the hat steps back inside. The green smoke disappears. The door slowly opens with a creak. You see a boy cautious peeking from behind the door. Oh, worse. Yeah, we're screwed. Is that it? Vicky Dobie, come back! Oh, cool, they did this from a Wattpad stories they read as a kid. Okay, so I'm gonna see something for a moment. Hmm. It doesn't really say. Oh, there's only a little bit. So that's basically it. Yeah, there's just like other endings, but it's not that much. So I'll just click on another game. Um, I guess I'll find another game and I'll just add it to this one. Let me just edit the stream. Um, break time. Okay. That was cute though. I really like that. Ooh, there's a puzzle game I have on here because there's a certain game that I really wanted to play that's called Her Story. I've watched my friend play Return of the Overdin, and then also the root trees are dead. I will play this game probably next time, not right now, because that sounds like a long game. But it says it's heavily inspired by it. It's called Type Help. Maybe. You know what? Brothers were going in, so give me a second. We'll play for a little bit.